Subscribe!
Let's get it. It's just Lee.
I'm sorry. Living in a homeroom smooth. Class is now in session.
Like or follow or whatever that is. All right. So, this is Homeroom with Smooth. Man, hold on. Do I want to do it this way? Yeah, we just do it like this.
You do like it?
This is Homeroom with Smooth. I'm Smooth. That's Frankie, the co-host, the man of the hour. We're here. This episode number 166. What is a ring? Don't you want to know what a ring is? Aren't you curious? Does every kiss really begin with K? I don't know.
Man.
But you know what I do know? We're going to cheat. People going to cheat, okay? People going to cheat. That's what's going to happen, okay? They're going to cheat, all right? I don't care who you are. I don't care who you're married to. You're going to cheat, okay?
Not everybody. I would say not everybody. But I will also say Jesse James is a dumbass. Still.
Jesse James. Who did Jesse James cheat on? Who's
Sandra Bullock.
Oh shoot, I don't even know who that man is. That's how far into irrelevancy he fell after doing that. People don't even know who he is. Sandra Bullock is bad. I would smash.
No, because it was funny. He had that show. Jesse James is a dead man. And after that, I was like, Jesse James is a dumbass. But
mm-hmm. Yeah, he should have never did that. That's dumb. Him, the dude that cheated. No, but here's the thing though. I will say this. Although I will say like the dude that cheated on Halle Berry is a dummy. The dude that, you know what I'm saying, the guy we're here to talk about today for cheating on Nia Long, he's a fucking dummy. However, I will say this. Guess what, ladies? Beautiful women can be very annoying, okay? Y'all can be very annoying and obnoxious, okay? I'm sorry to tell you this, but you can be very, very annoying. All right. There's a couple girls that, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, no, you're going home. Why? Because you're annoying me. Like the initial wow factor of you being beautiful, it faded. Okay. It got off me. And you know what I did? I realized, like, you know what's bad? Okay, look, this is gonna sound crazy. Before seeing you, I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me jack off first and see if I still feel the same way. like I jacked off and I was like, you know what? Video games is sounding really good tonight.
Oh, that is a good one. Like, first you're gonna do this test first, and then we're gonna decide. No, I think this puts in perspective, and kind of like you said, I guess we'll kick it off there, is that even beautiful women could get cheated on too, which means as much as people put emphasis on it, looks aren't everything, and it's not the end all be all. And it shows that, hey, everybody cheats for whatever reason, and yes, no one should get cheated on. I will preface it with that as well too. But people cheat because they're missing something, or whatever the reason is, something that they're not getting from their partner. And so it shows that, hey, we can't say, oh, she's so beautiful, like, you know, the guy's a dumbass. Like, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But I'm thinking, if the way we see these people, these partners should see their partner that way as well too. And maybe if they feel like they need to go wander, they should figure out what's wrong first, and, you know, fix their home.
You know what they're missing? New pussy. That's what they're missing.
That might be
that new. It just feels different. Like that initial electricity when you and somebody for the first time, like it's just like, oh my god, and then it's like I feel like every other time after that you're like chasing that moment. You're like chasing it. Like, oh my god, can we get high again? Like a crackhead.
And some people, as I said, some people, they need that, and if that's their case, then they don't need to be married.
Yeah. Yeah, at all. And okay, like I'm saying a lot of things in jest, but seriously, like I mean the Duco or whatever. What were you thinking about when you cheated on Nia Long? That's what I want to know.
He's
What was going on in your head when you were like, you know what, I'm going to fuck the BP's wife, and she's like,
power,
and she, I mean, okay, cool. I mean, oh, okay, that's a good. He fucked somebody
power.
else on the team. They said it was two people, and it was consensual. So I mean, like, I don't get why he would get suspended. I mean, that's two separate topics. One, like getting suspended for a year for that. Two, like it, like I don't get why. I'm trying to think right now. I don't get why he would do it. Like, I to me, if like maybe this is just my philosophy, okay? If I am going to, if I will, you know what? I haven't even really been in a relationship, but like I'm gonna put it like, well, yeah, I haven't really like been in relationships that much, but I'll say this: like, if I'm going to smash somebody else, it's gonna be understandable, okay?
Mhm.
She's gonna understand. She's gonna understand. Everybody that's looking in is gonna understand. It's gonna make sense. Like I'm not finna just get to doing shit just to do it. Like you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have sex for power purposes, so I don't know what that's like. I don't do it for
Yeah.
power purposes.
Well,
It's fun to me.
yeah, no, the thing is we are speculating. So we don't
Right?
know
You're true.
what's going on with them. We don't know, we like that's the thing. We don't know. So all I know is that he's an NBA basketball coach. He's probably on the road a lot. There's two kids. Nia Long might have been at home. Nia Long might have been doing an next role. We don't know how much they see each other. Maybe it was sex just to be sex. You know, but
She don't look good
that.
enough for that. But I'm gonna digress.
No. I'm saying, so I'm saying I don't know what he was doing with these two other people, with the VPs, with the VP's freaking partner as well too, and so so that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say on that one. Yeah, and then she said, yeah, she's like I have, and she even said it. They got engaged, but Nia Long has no plans to get married to him.
So she never had plans to get married.
That's what she said. She's like, they got engaged in 2015, and Nia Long's like, oh, she has no plans to marry.
Oh, okay. And they have a family
So,
together. You know, ooh, that's kind of tough. That's kind of tough when you think about it. That is kind of tough situation to be in as a dude. Like on some level, even if you get this crazy misunderstanding, like even if you get even if you get an understanding, like even if male or female, for
mhm,
your significant other that says they love you to the highest degree possible,
mhm,
and you want to marry them, you
mhm,
propose, but then they never want to actually go through with being married to you. That's kind of crazy to be engaged for 7 years. I
mhm,
mean, I'm not gonna say I understand now him cheating on her, but
mhm.
I kind of do.
That like I said, nobody deserves to be cheated on, but we don't know everything that goes in there, and people do when people cheat. And this is Frankie talking. I'm not sure what happened, and I'm not justifying cheating at all. Because when people want to cheat
I am. No, go ahead.
instead of moving on, because they have something in their current relationship that they like,
Right.
but they're getting something else that they're missing from this, and that's what
That's
he's
true.
doing. And that's what I said. It could have been with these two women. It could have been just sex. It could have been that, hey, these people made him feel wanted.
You know what's crazy? Nia Long just moved there 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
She just finally moved there. So maybe he was missing that physical
That's what I said.
like
Like
component, like having
yeah.
somebody actually there because she didn't want to move to be with him and around him. My thing is like, why not live there and have like a condo somewhere else and then like still do your business stuff that you're doing in Cali? Like you can always catch a flight. Like
Well, yeah.
why not? So the family can be together. Like they have
Mhm.
kids together. I'm like, so the family can be together. Like
Mhm.
go live with go
Well,
make
that
that
thing.
thing and y'all love it. It's not even my thing. Y'all are engaged. It's not even like y'all not wanting
but
to be around each other. Like,
but
what the
but
fuck?
she said like I'm not planning to get married. So if that's how she feels, like I said, we don't know everything in here too. That's the thing. And then she said she has one son born in 2011. Yeah, so they've had this because I know they've been together since at least 2011. They
Mhm.
got engaged in 2015,
Right.
and so and that's really all we could say. And I think the punishment, like you said, though, the punishment, but I guess I get it because the Boston Celtics, they have a policy about that, about intermingling like that. So that's
Mhm.
why they suspended him. But it's still shocking for a whole year. But I guess it also shows a message that says it doesn't matter if you take me to the NBA finals. It doesn't matter if you get me a chip. You're still not above. And I think that's what the owner is doing. You're still not above reproach. And I think they're suspending him for a year to get ready to move on from him.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, but
I think that, and like you said, once you mess with this man's stuff, he doesn't want to deal with you anymore. And I think he's
yeah.
just sending a message, and that's why that punishment is so strict, even though it probably shouldn't be.
Yeah, and I do want to say I'd be remiss if I didn't say the Boston Celtics organization handled this the most poorly of an organization I have ever seen.
Mhm,
They allowed speculation to go around of all these other women. Okay, one of these women is fine. She was a WNBA player. Okay,
mhm,
people were saying he was smashing that. She looked so good. I said, I understand. Okay. Like she looked that good. And I was like, you know what? I understand. But guess what? It wasn't even her. Okay. It was some older white woman in her 50s or whatever, like, or 40s, whatever it was that he was smashing. He wasn't smashing on the little black NBA player,
mhm,
former WNBA player. He won. There was another black girl they brought up. He wasn't smashing on her either. Like, I'm
yeah.
like, man, all these people name got drugged through the mud. You know what I'm saying? For no reason, because they put it out there like that. All they had to do was say, we're suspending him for a year, make no comment at all.
Well, I
But
think
beyond that,
everybody was
you're ready.
speculating.
So then you don't say, like, they're the one who dropped the source that said, oh, it's for consent. He had an unprofessional consensual relationship with
Mhm,
someone. They could have omitted that whole thing and just said, we're suspending him for a year for unprofessional behavior. Leave it like that. They've
mhm,
done it plenty of time. I've seen plenty of other sports organizations do that. And then you kind of just don't know till you know. And then they can put all the facts out there so other women aren't being dragged by the internet and just reamed. And then people's families calling them saying, oh, you're a home wrecker. You fuck Leon, man. No, I didn't. I'm at work right now. What you talking about? Like they were going through it. So I feel for them. That's the one thing I'd be remiss if I didn't say.
yeah. They definitely. I think, especially like in this day and age, people don't realize, especially when they're handling this, they don't realize how this affects other people, because they're unfortunately the organization was only worried about the organization, and it seemed like the organization was only worried about this person's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And of course people are going to speculate, and I think even if you say unprofessional relationship, people are going to speculate as well.
Mm-hmm.
But everything's a business, and unfortunately the dollar speaks more volumes than anything.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's true.
like you said, it's if they could have just been tight-lipped and said, "Hey, this is off the court, off the court issues, which is why we're doing this, and we're not going to release any further statement." They
Mm-hmm.
could have done that and just let it go. And so I do agree with that, because dragging people, because now what happens is that now you're dragging
Mm-hmm.
people through the mud, that, like you said, people are calling like, oh, you're a homeworker, you're doing this, and people don't know everything that's going on. And I guess you could look up on the internet and say, hey, this guy could be, has a kid with Nia Long,
Mm-hmm.
but there's really not much going on, because they were living in different places. They were going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
She said she's not planning to get married. So people take that as they could take that too. So there's so many different ways to be misled or misinterpret misinterpret the relationship.
That's
And
fair.
and until we get like a tell all stating that, hey, Nia Long said this is how she feels on it, she might be like, I don't give a fuck. That she might be doing this stuff on her side. They might have a fucking open relationship. We don't know. And if that's what they're doing, then you're kind of people are they're trying to expose, and they're trying to make they're trying to not victimize people, but you're trying to make antagonists
Mm-hmm.
out of people who are just being them and doing the right thing, and what everything's okay because they might have had an understanding. So I do agree with you how the organization definitely handled that the wrong way, especially without getting all the facts and just respecting the feelings of other people previously.
Okay. Okay. Well, with that said, I really don't have too much else to say about
Oh
that.
yeah.
Also, fuck the Boston Celtics.
Mhm.
I've been that way because I'm like a low key Laker fan, like low key. Like I've been because I'm a Kobe fan, so
Yeah.
I've always been like fuck the Celtics.
Yeah.
I'm such a diehard Kobe fan. Fuck the
Yeah.
Celtics every time. Oh man, I almost actually flipped off my camera. That would have been bad. But anyway, uh, okay, let's. This is gonna be an odd segue, but fuck it. Um, you don't have to answer this honestly. I'm gonna answer this honestly. Um, you ever fucked a married chick? I'm gonna
Uh,
be honest. I have.
I have, but she was getting a divorce.
That don't.
So
I mean,
I get like that's the thing.
still.
Like, does it count? Like, I guess
I mean,
legally, yes.
legally.
But she wasn't going back to her husband.
Mhm.
So I guess in the spirit of the question, no.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I did more than once. Like it was pretty bad. Like
Yeah.
I don't the well, it was the same. It was the same one multiple times. Like
Yeah.
it was like we was cool. You know what I'm saying? We was cool and we was dating for a while. Then we
Mhm,
stopped. We was off and on. And then all of
mhm,
a sudden, like I found out like later, like oh, you got a whole fiance. But like I was so in rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like
mhm,
I was mad, but I was so in rhythm with her.
mhm,
Like and we had just such a just our dynamic was already going. Like I just didn't
mhm,
stop. Like I was just like whatever. Like run it like just run it like over and over again. Like, and then I was just like, I found myself at one point, I was like, you know what? Like, I gotta quit. Like, I gotta stop. I forget this foolishness. Then she hit me back up. She's like, oh, I'm getting a divorce. You know what I'm saying? That's why I
yeah,
said it counted. Because
yeah.
like she's like, I'm getting a divorce, but then she didn't really like go all the way through. Did she go through with the divorce?
Yeah, that's what I
Okay,
meant, like
okay, okay. Then
like
this counts. That doesn't count.
yeah,
What you're saying doesn't.
that's what I mean. As I said, she was legally married, but like I said, I saw her, she got to the like, so and like we were already doing stuff after like they were already separated. That's what I meant. Like she was just legally married.
Okay,
But
but then yeah, nah, that don't count. She
yeah,
good. She's single. It's
yeah,
just ain't finalized yet. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? It just ain't finalized yet. But my situation, like, she hadn't even attempted a divorce. She didn't get a divorce till like a year later. And then I'm gonna leave the rest of the story alone. But I'm just gonna leave it alone just for the sake of me and her. Like for the sake of me and her. Like that was it. That was it. Like we're cool to this day, but
Yeah.
I'm just leave the rest of the story alone. But then also what I want to do and get into is it well damn nah that it was more there was more than her. I think total like three or four. It's a three or four because one of them I'm not sure to this day. I'm still not sure. I don't know what she got going on, and I don't want to know. Like I don't even speak to her no more.
Mhm,
Um, but yeah, I will say like if you ask me like, oh, did you feel bad? Like nah. And I think what's messed up my mindset is that you know what I'm saying like
mhm,
when I was in a relationship before, like
mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Like I've been like I got cheated on, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, so this is how this game goes. Like I was loyal as fuck. Like I
Yeah.
said, so this is how this game goes. Like, and that's what messed me up from that point forward. I said, so even if I do everything right and commit, there's still some guy out there that's trying to my chick and will do it if she lets him. So I wasn't even mad at the dude because I was like, you know what? I got to think about it. I'm like, you know what? There's a couple scenarios where if it was somebody else, like, and I didn't know him personally, like, shoot,
Mhm.
I'd do the same thing. Like, if she gonna throw it, why not? Like, if I want her, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, and I'm in the process of getting her, taking her,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I be mad? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why would, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I said, you know what? I'm not mad at dude. I'm mad at her because
Yeah.
her loyalty was she committed to me, not him. He didn't say, yo, I'm not gonna get chick. Like, he didn't say that. Like, it was her. Like, I was like, all right, cool, bet. So I was off that, and then I just got really off that because I was just like, you know what? Like, if I don't fuck her, she's just gonna fuck somebody else. So I'm
Mhm.
like, I might as well just enjoy it.
She's like, I might as well step up to the plate.
Right. Like,
It's
if
like,
I
it's like, you want to see what I bring to the party?
right, exactly. Why not? Why not? Why not? I don't look, I don't encourage this behavior. I don't encourage it. Like, don't do this. Don't fuck people's wives. Don't do that. Don't
Yeah.
fuck people's husbands. Okay. Don't do that. Man. Like this one girl, she was telling me this story about like how she was dealing with this married dude, and like she was just like, I was just like, she's like, yeah, well, he's in the, you know what I'm saying? He's with me during the week and he goes back home on the weekends, you know what I'm saying? Because he works out here in
Yeah.
California and then he goes back home to wherever the fuck it was. And I'm just like, and you rocking with that? Like, you cool
They,
with that? Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? But she's only cool with that because he provides her things and buys her stuff and all the other stuff. If he didn't have money, it wouldn't be okay.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, so you're in a polyamorous relationship, which goes back to a whole nother podcast. Technically, you're poly, like you're cool with it.
Yeah.
You're okay with him having multiple chicks as long as he keeps the lights on. Okay, as long as he keeps the lights on and keeps you with a new bag, got the new Teflar, you
Mhm.
good.
Yeah. Well, no, and like with that, then and like I don't consider that a relationship. Like I consider that a transaction. Like if you don't care what this person is doing, as long as they, for lack of a better term, they bring home the bacon, that is a business transaction. That is because that's what it
I,
is.
I mean, it's prostitution by another name.
Well, I mean, no, but yeah, but no, I can't call it that because they probably do stuff too that's not related to sex for both them to benefit. So that I
but
guess okay, so
but
that might
prostitutes do that too. There's some prostitutes that
yeah
like
no but I'm saying so maybe it's not strictly it's not a romantic relationship. I will say that it is not a romantic relationship. I say
okay.
it's more of a transaction. I'm not going to say that they're not friends or whatnot too, but that is not the relationship by the terms that we define it as. And that's why I'm saying that's mostly just if you don't care what they're doing, and that's the thing. If you truly don't care what they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
then that's when I consider that it's pretty much a business transaction. If you care about them and then you don't mind them doing everything else, but you actually care about that, because this is where you go down the slippery slope. If
Right.
you're in a polyamorous relationship, right, or
Yeah.
say you're a guy or a girl, so I'll just say me, I'm in a
Mm-hmm.
relationship with a woman, and I don't care, and if I really don't care what the hell she's doing on the outside, I'm dumb on my part because I might not care what she's doing, but once you bring something back to me and it affects me,
Mm-hmm.
that so that's why it's dumb. So that and that's why I'm saying if I really truly don't care what she's doing, that is a business transaction. Now, if we're friends or whatnot too, and actually care about her, and we have a mutual thing that we're doing,
Yeah.
but I actually have to care about what she's doing because I don't want her to go see some Joe Schmo down the thing that has fucking gonorrhea and bring it back to me, or putting our livelihood at risk, or
Yeah.
caring as her as a person. And then that would be a relationship, just not that romantic relationship that everybody fucking cares about. And but like as we go on to the main points, like we don't know what's fucking going on with people, and
Yeah, yeah,
it's but like I
folks
said,
don't.
biz if you don't care about the person, business transaction, and you get no say in shit.
So I also want to ask this question, like, because my actual core philosophy is
Mm,
like you know what, the ring doesn't matter. Like the ring doesn't matter. Being married actually doesn't matter. What matters is just the commitment part.
yeah.
Like that's my core philosophy. Everything else is just spectacle. Like only thing that matters is I'm committed to you, you're committed to me, and the understanding that we have. Everybody else, any other entity outside of between me and you doesn't fucking matter. None of that. Because you're saying I love you, you love me, boom. We're supposed to just be coexisting together. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the only part that matters. Once you get all these outside people, like wedding people, like, oh my God, like I've been to a lot of weddings. I'm like, oh man, this looks nice, this is beautiful. But then at
Mhm.
the same time, I'm like, yo, damn, what am I gonna have to fucking do this, perform for people? Like that's what it feels like. It feels like a fucking performance. Like, oh yeah, let me kiss you again. Let me blah blah blah.
Mhm.
blah. Let me say these nice words that I've already probably told you 1,000,001 times, like on this public stage, and make a spectacle when I probably already done made a public stage and made posts on Facebook and Instagram and done all this extra. I don't, besides tax benefits,
Yeah.
I don't, besides getting half somebody's stuff, I don't get it.
I I see the point in marriage. I see the point in the ceremony.
Mhm.
I don't see the point in the grand expose of it costing 20, 40, 60, $80,000. That's what I don't see. And I don't even see, honestly, I don't see it worth being 10 grand. I barely see it maybe being worth 5 grand, and that has to be mostly towards the venue
Yeah.
because but the thing is people they spend that much money on wedding photographers.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that's the thing that I don't think it has to be like if that's what you want to do, that is fine. But I don't see it being this grand overture that has to be ultra expensive to show someone's commitment. That's why it's the same thing like with if you go back to what is a ring? A ring is
Mhm.
supposed to be a symbol of the commitment between two people. And but I don't agree it has to be 80 million thousand dollars. And now yes, I'm exaggerating, but I
A
know people
symbol like this.
yeah. I know people get upset when they're like, it's not this, it's not this. And it's like, yeah, like with me, because I've been married.
Mhm.
Did I want to get my ex-wife something beautiful to show her off to saying that, hey, so when people look at her, one, it's like back off, bitch. Two, it's to show that hey, someone cares enough about her to give her a symbol that's worthy of her beauty. And that's what it is too. But then she was with it too.
Mhm.
I don't need to be spending $80,000 because
Yeah.
it's just a ring. It's supposed to represent what we have, and yeah, it should look nice, but it doesn't have to be, but it doesn't have to put us in debt
Yeah.
to do that. And I think that's the other thing too. And it's like if it's a cubic zirconia, I don't give a fuck. You know. Oh, look at that revolutionary underground lurking
He's
in the
in just gonna
background.
lurk in the background. What's up, man?
So, and I think that's just the main thing. And maybe we put too much emphasis on it. Maybe it's movies. Maybe it's other people are doing. Maybe it's keeping up with the Kardashians. That's the goal that people want, and then they feel like, oh, if you're not willing to put this much money into everything, then you don't care about me. And I think that's false because a lot of it's just putting the time and like I said, the commitment in doing things. Because with me, so I say, when I got married, we had
Mhm.
it was literally we went up to a hillside
Mm.
with the overlooking the background. So it's more about the view. It was super, super small.
Mm.
And that money that we freaking actually that's the thing, the money that we didn't spend on a wedding and we didn't spend on a reception.
Spent it on that vape, that what is it called? The freaking a honeymoon.
Yeah, no, we did that, and it was just hey, and it was because I remember because we got married, we went and got sushi. It was like real small. It was my mom, my dad. I had
Mhm,
one of my really good friends and my grandma. So my grandma brought my aunt, and then after that, we went and got sushi. That was it. I think we wanted her sister to come, but her sister wasn't able to make it.
mm,
Yeah, so we did that. So yeah, and that's the thing. If I had to do it over again or whatever, if we did like that, would I want more people there? But like yes, but like I said, I wouldn't want more than 20 people. Like honestly, I would not want more than 20 people at my freaking wedding. So if I ever get married again and people out there are you seeing this and you're not invited, now you know
mm,
why. And it's not because I don't like you. I don't want a big fucking huge wedding. But also so that's the thing, but because I want it small and intimate, and the thing is, the less money I spend on that, we could spend on together with new experiences. Because I want to go to Japan, and I would want to share that with my future partner. I want to do other
mhm,
things and like go here or there or everywhere, and do
right.
that with people, and that's what I want. So yeah, so if I get married again in the future, if you guys want to
Mhm,
go, put money towards my whatever wedding account there is
right.
to pay for my honeymoon, and that will get you a guaranteed spot at my wedding.
This guy. Hey, look, I got tickets to Cabo. So,
Pret No, pretty much, because I'd wanna do that, so and that's why maybe, like, if I so that's why I get people doing destination weddings, because if they're not gonna do a honeymoon, they're saying, "Hey, you come here, you pay for that," because that's the thing, I don't wanna pay for everybody's freaking chicken or sea bass and all this other fun stuff and spending all this money or making my parents spend that much money because it's ridiculous.
yeah. If I was to get married, I'm doing it on an island somewhere. Like
Yeah.
I just feel like I want the ocean as a backdrop.
No, I totally get that. No, because I said because I got married, so and I was in between like the canyon and in Malibu. So on one side, I saw the city like that too, because we're up top, and the other side, on the other side we saw the ocean. So
Mhm.
like I literally got married for the view because it was like that too. People were there. We're doing this. All right, let's go eat. Thank you guys for coming. Let me go drop off the certificate. We're gonna go do this. Now later down the line, we're gonna go do this honeymoon. So we went to the Bahamas and we went to Alaska.
Oh shit. Hey, that's a crazy combo. Was it cold in Alaska?
Oh, it was cold, but we went enough so it wasn't like freezing cold because if you go both in the summer, like you said, because Alaska like the sun never go down, but it's like we have the time, we have the money because we're not doing this. This is what we want to do.
That's fire though. That is fire. Like doing that. Like I've always thought about doing a trip like that. Like starting in the cold and like ending like on an island. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it could. I think it makes you appreciate the warmth a bit more.
Oh, I just love beauty in nature, and it sucks because I wish I was into photography as much as I was now, because I would have got some great pictures.
Oh, I don't doubt
Um,
it.
and like I said, because I still have some pictures and everything that too, but like I said, it wasn't with anything super fancy like anything that I have now. So it was just like I said, like I said, but that's how my wedding is. I want my wedding small.
Hmm.
If you want to contribute money, go ahead too, because it's gonna go to to the experience of what I want to do, what we need. And I remember I went to my friend Nick. He just got married too, and I thought his wasn't super big, but it was actually cool because the rehearsal dinner was actually on a boat, and
Hmm.
we were like we were up in Santa Cruz, like on the ocean. So and that was just awesome. So it was something
Hmm.
new, and that was like a nice experience. So it was like stuff like that I wouldn't mind because it was a rehearsal dinner. It's like we're not doing anything fancy. We're just gonna go on this boat. We're gonna go around. I guess for
Oh,
lack of
that's
better
a fire
terms,
wedding too. Get married on
yes,
a boat.
yeah, Santa Cruz Harbor, and then so I saw like the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, and it was just pizza and beer, and it's like, oh hey, we're doing that. Then like his brother, and then his wife's brother, they both said something real fast, and and it was awesome, and it
Oh
was just
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Well, this segue is brought to you by Type X Media. If you need photography, hit up this man right over. here. Yeah, I got it right this time.
Oh, yeah. I will say that. Hey guys, yeah. So what's up? Type X Media, do photography. Photography, some videography, do some wedding photography and videography, graduation pictures, action stuff too. I need to get back on posting more stuff out there because I haven't updated my portfolio in a while. But I really do it. I really do. I shoot a little bit everything, but I do a lot of landscape and action. But I also do portraits, wedding photography. So come on board, and I'm not super expensive because I don't believe good pictures should bankrupt you.
Hey, that's fire. That's fire. And I need help because the government still ain't forgiving my 20K.
Mm,
Okay. My
mm,
debt to income ratio is crazy.
mm.
I need help. Okay. No, no, but oh God. Okay. So anyway, Deadpool 3. All right. Deadpool 3. All right. Wolverine and Deadpool, they're getting married, okay? You know what I'm saying? They're getting married. It's gonna be
Okay.
great. Right, it's gonna be great. This is gonna be a great movie. I'm excited. They've been he been trying to get this done. Why am I thinking of what Ryan Reynolds? Okay,
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds. He's been trying to get this done for the longest time, and I'm
Mm.
so proud of him. He finally got Wolverine like actually in the movie,
Yes.
not just some footage or whatever. He actually got this man in the movie. I'm excited for it because now we got. I'm just excited because we're getting mutants in
Mhm.
the actual MCU. Like this is gonna be. This is gonna break records. Okay, this is gonna break records. Whatever y'all say in Spider-Man: Homecoming do, multiply that by 2 because people are gonna show up for Hugh Jackman.
See, well, I don't think it's gonna break the records as you are stating, but I do think it is a
I mean,
big.
it will be rated R. So
No. I think it will be a big step. I do think people will come out. It's awesome. It's almost as big as Deadpool 3 itself because Hugh Jackson was done with the role of Wolverine. He's like, old man Logan,
yeah,
don't need to do this anymore. And now he's like, you know what? One more again, which is freaking awesome because honestly, it's kind of like, especially how it is right now. I cannot see anybody else playing Wolverine except Hugh Jackman.
yeah.
That's-
It's tough, and people were like, "Wolverine is really like 5'2". Like, I
yeah.
don't give a fuck what he
Well,
is.
yeah, no,
He
that's what I was
makes
thinking.
Wolverine looks cool.
Yeah, so him coming back in for it's gonna be awesome. And then also, like you said, mutants are finally sort of coming into the MCU. I do understand why they didn't want to load them right away, and
Yeah,
I do respect that decision. I really do. And I'm glad they didn't say, "Oh, we got mutants now. Let's stuff them in everywhere."
right.
So I'm definitely excited about that. But now we do see some trickle effect. But I'm also worried now that since now they do have the mutants,
Yeah,
I am worried that some of this other stuff's gonna kind of some of these other characters that they're building, like for these ensemble cast movies, some of
yeah.
these smaller characters are gonna get put in the background.
Oh, they're getting railroaded for sure. They're getting railroaded for sure. Okay, the only person I need them to not railroad is Moon Knight. Okay, Moon Knight,
Mhm,
that's my guy. That's my boy. Okay, I love his split personality.
mhm,
Like he has a Deadpool feel
mhm.
with just more severe violence. Like
Yeah,
he is really just about that action. Like Deadpool be goofy. Like
yeah,
Moon Knight is about that action, and I like
yeah.
that. I like a no nonsense character. Like let me get to except for
Mhm.
his other personality. His other personality is just ridiculous.
So no, I am so like I said, definitely excited. So that is it's funny because
Hmm.
that reveal that they did, it was weird. That reveal that they did for him,
Hmm.
even though it's not the same at all, I felt like it was kind of like a jab at Vin Diesel when he introduced John Cena to the Fast and Furious series.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
So because it's like, yeah,
Dang. Yeah, you got a point. You got a point. You got a point, man.
because
That's fierce. just real quick, Fast Furious needs to die. Okay, it needs to stop.
It
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 needs to
it
stop. It
it,
should have stopped a couple movies ago, but at this point, they were in space. Stop
I
it. Stop it.
we already did that. We already did that. That we have a podcast. I wish I knew what number that was because that was my biggest fucking shit with that fucking movie. I'm like, they're in fucking space now. Like there is nowhere left for them to go. But now I guess they're gonna be Fast and the Furious. Martian drifts coming up. I do not know.
They're gonna join
I
the MCU. That's what's gonna happen.
they might as well. And then I fucking Fast and the Furious.
Groot is gonna turn into Vin Diesel because of the multiverse.
Fucking
It's
Fast and
gonna
the
happen.
Furious. Fucking Fast and the Furious. I am just the Fast and the Furious. Oh gosh.
Yeah. But
No.
yeah, to get back, like the X-Men themselves, like are so big. I agree with you that they will overshadow like
Mm,
damn near 90% of what they have left
mm,
of Avengers.
mm.
Like
Well,
the only other people that's bigger than I'm talking about the X-Men just in general,
yeah.
like the X-Men in general. Like is what's just Spider-Man, Spider-Man and what maybe Thor, like is what they have left that are individuals that like, oh my god, it's that individual.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know because I think and also because
Mhm.
I do think that this is gonna be this Wolverine's last stand. I think when they do reintroduce the X-Men into the MCU proper, I do
Yeah.
think that it's gonna be a reboot. I really don't. I could be wrong.
Mm,
I really don't see it any other way for them to do it without doing that. I'm just so maybe like I said, and this might just be a one off for Hugh Jackman, which is cool.
wait, wait. Or hear me out. This Wolverine, right? Could like they could time this movie to where this movie is set up like around the whole like multiverse whatever mess
Mhm,
happened or whatever, and he could end up being switched out, or like we could like, or he switches out, or he moves out, or
mhm,
Deadpool gets moved into the other
mhm,
universe, and then we meet the correct X-Men because he goes up to the house, and then
mhm.
that's how they introduce that. Because every time he's in the movie, he ends
Yeah.
up going to the house and he asks Colossus for help. That
Mhm.
mess is so fucking hilarious. Colossus be done with his shit. He be done with him every
Yeah.
time.
And he's like,
Um,
and he's like, can't. He's like, can't afford anybody else too. So I mean,
right. Oh man, one of the best scenes was when they showed the other people like in the building,
mhm,
like as they were walking by. Like I was like, oh, that's crazy.
mhm.
Like they showed the other people of the X-Men cast, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm for it. I think honestly, as far as like yeah, I guess we could talk about like X-Men casting. Like, I think they should keep the guy from Days Future Past
Mhm.
as whatchamacallit, as Professor X, because the
Oh,
other dude, what's his name? He's a goat, he's a legend, but he's
yeah.
too old. He just
Yes.
he's just too old. Like that it just is what it is. He's too
Mhm,
old. If they want to do some type of multiverse like type of thing where they switch these characters out, you know what I'm saying, and kind
mhm,
of use the Deadpool movie to kind of like do some character swapping and stuff
mhm,
too. I'm for it. Because like Deadpool has a great cast in general.
mhm,
And I think maybe he could meet like other versions of those. Like for instance,
mhm,
like the girl that shoots the explosion thing, right?
mhm.
She could still be there. She'd
Yeah.
just be a different version of her. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Well, but and hell, for all we know, they might have been in the same universe the whole time too. So I'm
I
that
mean, they could do that too. They
that
could do that too.
yeah.
But
So
then what happens to Hugh Jackman? Like, he just
well, I yeah that's the thing. Like we don't know, and they might just he might just retire with the other with the other with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans until they decide to reboot everything again, which is funny because honestly, I would want everybody to come back one more because a really really cool story that I would want to see would be
Mhm.
Avengers versus X-Men, but I don't know how they. I
Yeah,
don't know how.
that happened in the comics, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Bro, they have to I don't give a fuck what universe they pull Robert Downey Jr. from. Bring his ass back.
They'd have to bring everybody back, just to be
Yeah, bring them all back, and then I would like it if the movie, like, maybe it was like a two-parter, right?
mhm,
Like, but it starts off they're beefing with each other, but
mhm,
really they've been manipulated into beefing with each
mhm.
other, and then they have to team up to go fight somebody else. It was
Oh
fucking great.
no, I think that they did that. They were beefing with each other because of the Phoenix Force.
Oh shit.
So
Okay, that makes sense. That they're like, yo, we got to get rid of her ass. She is wilding. Shorty is on her period 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get her up out of here. Look at
no
her wrong.
man,
She's just nuking people.
no, but it's definitely but no, Deadpool 3. That is probably that moved up because honestly, I was looking forward to the new Captain America movie.
Hmm.
Because I think it's Captain America: The New World Order. So I was looking
Yeah.
forward to that, and then Deadpool kind of just knocked it out of my way as well besides Black Panther, but Black Panther's coming out in 2 months.
I forgot. I kind of forgot that was coming out in 2 months. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be honest. I kind of did.
well,
I
no,
kind of
because
did.
the superhero thing, because I know October is Black Adam, and actually, have you heard the soundtrack to that? The Black Adam theme is on fire. Black Adam theme,
Yo, I have not heard that. I
yeah.
have not heard
It's on Twitter. When I
that.
heard it, so the Black Adam theme, fire. That comes
Ooh,
out.
okay.
That comes out in October. So that's literally, I think, like it comes out like on was it like the second week of October? I think
Hmm.
is when Black Adam 2 comes out. And then Black Panther. Sorry, I said Black Adam 2, Black Panther. Um, let's see, and there you go. I got but yeah, Black Adam comes out October 21st.
Hmm.
So that's coming out.
I tried to go see that today, and it's not even out yet.
So yeah, and then we got Black Panther 2 or so. So Black Panther that comes out. What the heck? Oh yeah, that was the original date because they were like, oh, that comes out November 11th.
That's gonna be fire, bro. That's gonna be fire. It
So
like it has that movie has no choice but to be good. If it is bad,
I think
if it is bad,
mhm.
if it is bad, I am going to be extremely pissed. Okay, I'm going to Ryan Coogler's house and harassing him.
Oh man,
That doesn't or my bad, y'all. I'm trying to send off a text. But anyway, yeah, bro. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm for it. I'm finna. I'm so happy for the direction that Marvel can go in the movies. The
mhm.
TV shows, though, I'm question marking. Except for the Deadpool. The Deadpool. I mean, not Deadpool. What's it?
Moon Knight,
Um, huh?
Moon Knight,
No, 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 no. He's bringing Brat into the
yeah.
MC. He he's the lawyer. He's the lawyer. He's the lawyer. Blind.
Oh, Daredevil.
Daredevil. Yeah, the D's got me messed up, and my brain would not switch
Mhm.
over. Daredevil. I'm watching every episode, every
I
18, every all them episodes. I'm watching because I
I
like him as a character.
I don't mind, like I said, I don't mind the TV shows, because it brings characters that people want to deal about, and I think that the TV shows some of them, and because I think we got
Mhm,
spoiled because when the TV shows first came out, we got spoiled because we got first one was WandaVision, so that
mhm.
was two characters from the big screen to the small screen.
Okay,
Then we got Falcon and Winter Soldier, two characters from the big screen from the small screen as well too, and then
Loki.
we got. Hmm?
Loki. Don't
Yeah,
forget
Loki.
Loki.
The other one, popular big screen character to the small screen. So then when
Hmm.
they were doing these shows that or and I think that's what they're doing. They're like, we want to tell these stories
Hmm.
that they don't need to come on the big screen, but kind of like concurrently, kind of like Agents of Shield did for a little bit. I think
Mhm.
they were trying to do that, and I think that has the issue that we are seeing, that these shows might not be for everyone, which is fine. And I
Yeah.
think that's just what we just need to be okay with that. Um, and I think we will. So I really, because I think every once in a while we're gonna have a banger like WandaVision, like Falcon, and that's the thing, because WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki, they were back to back to back, and when you set the bar like that too, and the thing is, it
Yeah.
was something for everybody, because one was
Yeah.
like a sitcom, one was like an action movie divided in 6 parts, and Loki was kind of like that thriller. So when you have those back to back and they're all three good like that, people. So then
The
when you do
bar is
something
high.
else
Yeah.
like Hawkeye, which was supposed to be a little filler story, the remember with Kate Bishop and Hawkeye, like
Yeah.
that
Yeah. Yeah.
too. Yeah. So it was supposed to be a little cute filler story to kind of say, hey, this is what's going on, and kind of connect the world, kind of connect the dots to show establish the Kingpin, kind of like for
Mhm.
Daredevil.
Yep.
So and that's the thing. So not everything. So it definitely didn't hit the levels of, of we'll call them right now Marvel's big three TV that they had,
Yeah.
and and so that's the thing that kind of sucks when they set that standard really really high, and it's kind of like Marvel's Achilles heel, because they have a
Yeah.
track record that's so good that when something's okay, people are like, "Oh, that's trash," because I'm comparing it to this, and I'm like, "Okay, well, compare it to freaking the DC universe."
Okay. Okay. That's a fair point because the DC universe is looking
Well, no,
kind of
but
like hot shit.
no, and I think that's the thing, because even the movies, because if I look at because my worst Marvel movies are the Eternals, Thor 2, was it Iron Man 2 and 3, and the thing is, besides the Eternals, which,
I
and if you
actually
look at the
like the
Eternals as a
Eternals.
whole, it isn't horrible. It's just not, like the Eternals is mediocre.
I really like that movie. Like I really like it a
No,
lot.
but
I'm
no,
one of those people. I think it was made for me.
well, no, because like I said, I don't think it's horrible. I think it's one of those, but I think people trash it so much. And the thing is, for the people like that, I'm like, no, it's not horrible. It's just it's mediocre. It's not it's not bad. You could say it's not good, because like I say, because I think the Eternals is too bloated. Just because they try to, because I think the Eternals, like for certain characters, would have been like the Eternals. Half of it should have been a TV series to get everybody's back lore, so you care about them, and then you throw it into the movie, condense the movie into the action spots that it needed. The problem is they were trying to do everything at once
Okay.
in a movie, and
I will agree with you there.
yeah.
That would have went over better. Like it would if it was like a short, like 4 episode thing to kind of
Mm,
get you introduced to the characters,
mm.
and then the next one because they could have did 2 characters the episode. Because what it's like, it's what eight
Like I
of
said,
them.
hmm?
It's
Because
eight
Icarus,
Eternals.
they like that too. Because I think there's all because there's at least 8 of them.
Yeah, yeah. So they could have did two an episode and been fine.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
because that's the thing, because the reason why the Avengers worked with that ensemble cast, because all of them were already introduced, and even Hawkeye and Black Widow were even introduced as well as secondary characters in Iron Man
Yeah,
2 and in Thor 1.
yeah,
So everybody already had, so the only character that was reintroduced brand new, but they still reference the other events, was the Hulk.
yeah, yeah. That was it. That was
Um
it. But I
yeah.
mean, he's the Hulk.
Yeah,
Everybody
no,
know who the Hulk
yeah,
is.
no,
You don't have to introduce.
and they still had they still referenced the other movies as well too.
Mhm.
So and that's why I work with the Eternals. They were doing all that and everything, brand new characters in this movie, so that's the runtime. So and that's so I'm saying, even with that, because I'm going off like the Rotten Tomato score too.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's true too.
yeah,
It is. Yeah.
so you have Thor, so you have Iron, because you have Iron Man 2 and 3,
Mhm.
and which aren't bad. Thor 2, which you could say is okay. And I'll say, in the Eternals are okay, because I only say mediocre. They're just okay, but people trash those movies
Mhm.
because they don't live to the standards of Captain America 2, of of Iron, of, actually, I think people like Iron Man 3, so of Iron Man 3, of your Avenger movies, of other things out there.
There's pieces of Iron Man 3 that I don't like.
Oh
Like
yeah, there's
there's just
stuff that
because the stuff with the Mandarin, like I
Mhm.
wanted the Mandarin.
No, I get that, and that's the thing. But if that's your biggest complaint about the MCU, because they didn't give you the Mandarin that you wanted, but everything else is decent, and that's what
Yeah,
people, and that's the thing, and that's people's biggest complaint. So a lot of the Marvel movies, and I think that's kind of doing the stuff with the TV show, because the people are bitching about She-Hulk right now, which is I will say it's not their best. It's an okay show. It's fun to watch. If they're complaining about to trash a show, that they don't like how they're saying that women are always angry because of all this stuff, and then her invalidating what Bruce goes through, to say that she deals with all that crap more than him, and that's what people's biggest complaint is about, to shit on something. It's not bad. I mean, like I said, it's okay
yeah,
TV, and I think that's the thing. Like, we're going to the part where we're going through the Marvel's okay TV show, and that's the thing I was telling you about too, because we're talking about earlier. I started
yo,
watching Smallville again
hmm
with this podcast with the two people. Was it Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum, and
hmm
they're actually going through their stuff too, and they're like, yeah, it's hard making a freaking 22 episode TV series, and that's why
yeah.
that's why they went
That
to
is not an easy feat,
yeah, and that's why we
and
went
it be
to
that
Freak of the
good.
Week. Yeah, we went to Freak of the Week, do everything, and they even go down. This episode's here, back and forth, and they were kind of giving that insight too. So not everything's gonna be golden.
Yeah,
So
but I will say, man, what was I going to say? Oh, like, have you heard about the production? What's going on with Blade? Because it seems
Mm.
like things aren't okay in Paradise. Because
Oh,
they said, Kadu said there's like somebody was like the leak said there's only two lackluster fight scenes, and whatchamacallit is upset about it. Or sorry,
well, yeah. I mean that's the thing. It's hard to go off of what we don't know, and
right?
that's and there's a lot of stuff that could happen with posts, and there's a lot of stuff that could happen with reshoots, and that's definitely what I want to. I'd want to check. I'd be like, okay, what's happening in post, what's happening in reshoots, and the thing is, it also depends on what they want to, um, what what do they consider a good fight scene?
Yeah,
Be- because is he saying too much wire work, too much CG, too slow? Is it too deliberate? And I think everybody has different tastes too. Because
yeah, but I kind of feel like with Blade though, the bar has already been set by the previous Blade movies.
no, I definitely agree with that, because that's my biggest issue with the newest Matrix. Because
Yeah, yeah.
but that was but I had that issue with Matrix Revolutions as well too.
Oh yeah, the
Because
third one.
yeah, because the first one had its stuff, had its good fight scenes with special effects. Number 2 had the fight scenes on a grander scale, but
Yeah,
it was still really good fight scenes. Number 3, I felt like I was a little kid throwing toys at each other. And then
yeah,
number 4, he's just doing this.
yeah. He's just doing. Yeah, yeah. He just pushing
But
things around
that
for no
that's
reason. Yeah,
yeah, and that's just the issue. But the thing is, and they're trying to show scope of what he's able to do now as well, but it took away other stuff from the choreography as
right.
as well too. So and so that's why I think the second one had the best blend of choreography and manipulation of the world.
Do you feel like I feel like the Chateau fight scene? It might be the like it's up there, like in like even movie history, like
Oh yeah,
a fight scene. That fight scene is insane.
yeah.
Like I'm like whoever that choreographer was, like how did you think to make all of this to work?
Yeah, no, that fight scene is, like I said, I still go back and watch it, you know, monthly, just because it's that good.
That and the score is really
Yeah,
good too.
the
Like
score, the choreography, what they're doing, the stuff they're using, the fact that they used the whole room,
yeah,
and then it's also in the storytelling as well too, because they, especially if someone went and skipped the Enter the Matrix and just went to Matrix Reloaded,
Yeah.
and then so you're like, why are they fighting? And then and that's in the beginning they set the story because they're like, he's like, kill him, because that's what everybody thinks. It's like, why kill him? And he stops all the bullets and he's like, oh, okay, you have some skill. So then it shows why they're fighting, and then it even shows that why Neo got a weapon too, because he's doing everything, he's dodging everything. He's like, I don't need a weapon, and then he actually stops a weapon, and everybody freaks out until they actually starts bleeding. And they're like, oh, okay, he is human. So even if the fight's great, the stage is great, choreography is great, and the storytelling in that fight is also amazing too.
Yeah, yeah. He was beating their ass though. I'm not
Yeah,
even
no, trust, yeah.
he was beating their ass. Like if I was there, I would have just walked off. I was like, hey, you know what? You got it, bro.
Yeah.
Where's the phone at? I'm finna unplug.
No,
Let me
which is what they did. Remember, because he's like, I survived your pressures, I did it too, and dude just walked off. I don't know why the other two people they were there, because his henchmen. I'd have been like, especially once he blocked that one sword, I'd have been like, I don't care if he's bleeding. I'd have been like, yeah. Especially after he got those weapons off the wall, he was like, just like, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm out. And then remember that guy got knocked out, and because he had that shield, he got stuck in the shield and got knocked out. And then he woke up and got back in the fight. I'm like, why? Why are you doing that? I would have.
I got a concussion and I'm over here trying to fight again. Like,
Oh
I'm
my
over here
god,
with brain damage.
dude! No, a dude knocked me out. Why? Taking on two of my other friends, and that's the thing. And these guys, and that's why I think I like the way it showed it too. That these henchmen, they weren't actually, and that's the thing. They might have been better than agents.
They slick were better than agents because
Yeah,
he was beating agents ass.
and that's the thing, and it showed that they weren't just random scum,
Yeah.
and that's the main thing too. So I think it showed a good job of them saying, hey, these aren't bottom of the barrel, but they still can't touch Neo.
Yep.
That fight scene's just good.
Yeah, it's really good. All right, man. Hey, okay, y'all. Listen, this has been episode number 166. What is a ring? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed all the segues, man, and like all the duality of this pod. I want to thank Frankie for coming through.
Always, man.
And yeah, we out, man. I'm not even ready to kick out. That's crazy.
Oh.